How to get started with graphic design? This is the question I've been asked the most in my emails, in my DMs, that how someone becomes a graphic designer. Well, if you're that person who is looking to get started with graphic design, this video is just for you. Basically, in this video, I'm going to be having a step-by-step process from starting with graphic design to working with clients. So stay till the end of the video to find out how to get clients. Passion. Passion is very important in designing, or in fact in any other field. If designs like these on the screen gets you excited, or by going through books in library you judge them by its cover, then you can go far ahead in this industry. Okay, but what after passion? Online resources. Trust me when I say this, online resources and especially YouTube is one of the best places where you can learn graphic design. In fact, I also started to learn graphic design from YouTube itself. So I'm going to be telling you a few YouTubers from whom I basically learned all of my designing. A lot of people ask me that should they go to a institute, should they go to a design college, or should they learn online? For that answer, I only have one thing, that you can learn the craft online. You can learn everything online, but to implement that practice, to have that communication, it's very important to go to a design school, because there you're going to work in teams, you're going to work with people, you're going to connect with a lot of people from the industry. So go to a design school, but also don't stop learning from online sources. The YouTubers from which I learned all of my graphic designs are Future Academy. The owner and founder of this is Chris Do. He is amazing at explaining design concepts, maybe business side of design, and I just used to watch him every single night before sleeping. Chris Do, if you're watching this, hi. He's not watching this. Then there is Satori Graphics. This guy is really good with fundamentals of graphic design. He can talk about hierarchy, color balance, and other elements of graphic design. Will Patterson is an amazing typography designer. He specializes in type design. I just love watching his videos. I have hugely inspired from that guy. Then there is GFX Mentor. How can we forget this guy? I learned my Illustrator and Photoshop from him. He teaches in Hindi and Urdu. So if you are okay with that, go ahead for it. And he's an amazing teacher. So if you go to his profile, there will be a playlist of Illustrator masterclass, Photoshop classes, and stuff like that. मैं shoot कर रहा हूँ. Then there is a YouTuber whom I recently followed, and she is amazing. Her name is Abby Connick. She really has that positive, good vibe into her, and which can be seen in her designs as well. Her designs are really very unique, and I just love the way she explains the concept. So yeah, that's all the online resources. And apart from YouTube, even Skillshare has amazing resources you can go through. The reason why I mentioned YouTube is because YouTube is free. You don't have to pay anything. Well, Skillshare has a subscription service, but if you are starting as a graphic designer, I would recommend you to start for free on YouTube. And when you further go on, you can pay for courses and learn furthermore. Let's talk about the tools you need to get started with. First is a normal sketchbook. I prefer any dotted sketchbook. This one is from Factor Notes, and I ordered it online. Dotted sketchbooks are really good for logo designs and icon designs and taking down notes as well. Next you need is a laptop. Here I have a Dell G3 laptop. It's fairly an old laptop. It has been like 4 years. For this laptop, it's still working, but I'm gonna be buying a new one very soon. If you're someone who's looking to buy a good laptop for graphic design which can do the job, you don't need to spend a lot in a high-end spec super fast laptop. Any good laptop which has an Nvidia graphics card which is higher than Core i7 will pretty much do the job. I guess this kind of laptop comes in the budget of 80 to 90,000 rupees. Mine came for 95, but I got this like 4 years ago. And a simple mouse. This is from Logitech. It's very basic. It's just simple. It does the job. These are the basics you need for graphic designing. You can go a step ahead and get a pen tablet for yourself. So this is a Wacom Intuos pen tablet. I don't use this regularly, but when I need it, it's amazing. It does the job. It's really good. The pen pressure is amazing. The battery lasts really long. I don't even remember the last time I charged this, and the connectivity is amazing. And this one's from Wacom. It's really good. Then another tool which is kind of unnecessary, but it's really helpful to increasing your productivity, to doing sketching, to planning out your stuff and everything, is an iPad. You don't need to get an iPad to become a graphic designer. This is something which I felt like investing in. It has been amazing. My experience, the Procreate, it's so good. It has improved my productivity. Half of the times I don't even take my laptop to my college. I do everything on my iPad, and it's super portable and it's just amazing. I'm glad, I'm happy that I've bought this. So I guess, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to get started with graphic design. Again, you just need a sketchbook, a laptop, and a simple mouse. That's all you need. Books. As you can see, I have a pile of books here. These are the books I have not only read once but more than once, and I keep referring to them. Okay, so let's start with Austin Kleon. Guys, trust me when I'm telling you this, if you are a designer of any field, of any creative field, you need to buy these 3 books by Austin Kleon. Like, you have to buy it. And also you need to read them in a very specific order. So the first one is Steal Like an Artist. It's 10 things nobody told you about being a creative. The next one is Show Your Work. This is basically how to put yourself out there, how to put out your work, how to get recognized, and how to share your creativity with other people. Then the last one is Keep Going. This book is all about ways to stay creative and in your good and bad times, and how to just motivate yourself and just keep going. Then we have is Design is Storytelling by Ellen Lupton. As the name goes, is Design is Storytelling explores the psychology of visual perception from a narrative point of view. I've read this book. It's really good, and I'll really recommend everyone reading it. Then the 6th book we have is called Why Fonts Matter. This is a book which teaches you all about typography, fundamentals of typography, kerning, spacing, the X height, the cap height, and every single detail of what typography is, how it is being used, and how it affects your mood. And why do some typeface feel playful, they make products expensive, or make your mood happy or sad. And the last one we have is How To by Michael Beirut. It is a fairly large book. So yeah, this book was very expensive. I didn't buy it. Actually, my brother and my mom decided to gift me this 2 years ago, and I was just on top of my world when I saw this. So this is entire journey of this guy, Michael Beirut. He's an amazing graphic designer, and he has done so much work. It's really inspiring to see all his work, to see his process, his journey, just to see how his life was as a graphic designer, and the amazing work he has done. He has put everything into this giant book. Okay, so now the books are over. Let's get into how to get clients. I know when starting out with graphic design, it's gonna be very difficult for you to get clients, and it was for me too. But here is an easier way to take this approach. So start making your family and friends and relatives your first client. There's nothing embarrassing in that. Tell your family members, your relatives, your friends that this is what you do, and this is what you can do, and this is how you can help them out. You can charge them a little bit, and you can do some work for free in the start, but that's how you will gain motivation to work for people, to make designs for people, and then you can tell them to recommend to other people, and that's how you're gonna grow yourself as a designer. Next is to get real clients, start with fake clients. By that I mean there are a lot of websites, fakebriefs.com, fakeclients.com. Just search fakebrief.com. Start with fake briefs. Start with analyzing them as real clients and work for them. This is gonna help you build good and strong portfolio. To attract real clients, to attract companies, you need to show you can do that kind of work. And to get started with it is to start with a fake brief. It's a logo design brief by XYZ person. Show that brief to someone, to a friend, and then show them what you have come up with, and let them critique your work. Let them decide whether they like it, whether you have done justice with the brief, and take their feedback. Set targets that 1 week for one brief, and the next week you're gonna start with the next brief, and it will for sure make you ready for your next real client. Then another way is the way how I did it was I started putting my work out there. I started posting on Instagram like 2 years ago, and I haven't stopped till then, and I just posted every single day at one point of a time, and I still do, I guess. So put your work out there. Whatever work you're gonna put out there, that exact same work is gonna come to you from a real client. For example, if you put a poster design on your Instagram, if you post a reel of you designing a poster on Instagram, that video is going to attract the clients who are looking for poster designers, and they are going to approach you and contact you on email or DM, which you're going to put it in your Instagram. And that's how you get real clients. It's okay to not have a lot of followers. You don't need 10,000 followers to get 5 good clients. So just put your work out there, just trust the process, be consistent, and put whatever work you really want to do in the industry on Instagram or on Facebook or on Twitter. The last thing is just practice. Just keep practicing. Practice is very important. There is always more to learn, and with practice you will gain experience, you will learn from a mistake, and you will become a better designer.